Hello, Nick. It's Friday. My Halloween costume is almost complete. Dude! Today I want to talk to you about a really nice video.
A wife is a girl and a husband's a boy.
So if you're a boy...
You'll be a husband.
Right.
Yeah, we're both husbands.
That's funny. So that means you love each other. And I'm gonna play ping pong now.
Okay.
You can play if you want to.
Nick, there are a lot of things I like about this video. The first thing is, and maybe the most notable thing, is that this kid is he's just leaning. Just leaning in the bathroom, just having casual talk. Just casual social commentary. Just banter. Just leaning. Every once in a while he puts his hand up here just because the concept of husbands and husbands just defies his understanding. Just baffles this child. It's kind of like when you learn that Alpha Centauri, the closest star to our solar system, is actually 4.4 light years away from here, and that like whatever happens to that star, if the star goes out, we won't see it for 4 whole years, but it'll have gone out. We would still see the picture of the star coming toward us for 4 years until we finally see that it goes out. When you first learn that, you're like, what? Husbands? I think the best part of this video is the fact that this kid, even though what he knew about the world was challenged so greatly that he stood leaning on the bathroom counter, even though his worldview had shifted so dramatically from husbands and wives to husbands and husbands, he was still able to collect himself, agree with the situation, accept it as a new bit of knowledge, and not some kind of bold-faced challenge or something, and then go and play ping pong. And invite them to play ping pong with him. What a sweetheart. And that's funny. Like, oh, spiders have 8 legs? That's funny. I only have 2. Cool. he's just so willing to accept this new view, and I think that's so sweet. And I think that more people should be like that after they like become older than 5 or 6 years old. Nick, like always, I'll put a link in the description below. I know you've seen it, but the world has got to see it.
Let's go get food.
I have to make this video for Nick, yo. Nick, you asked me what I think the best way to die is. To answer that, we're gonna have to talk about a couple of things. First, I think the worst way to die is probably the story that I heard, I think, from Spencer. I don't know if this is true, but if it was true, it's the worst way to die. There was a group of people, maybe putting in an oil rig or something. They had to put a hole in the ocean floor and fill it with cement to put the support column in for the oil rig. I have no idea how this works. Supposedly there was a scuba diver down there like checking out the scene, seeing what was happening, and he was in the hole and he got filled in the hole with cement. Filled in the hole with cement, and then while the cement was, he didn't just die. No. He was stuck in the cement. And as the cement was hardening, and I'm sure he was fighting for his life, the guy had an oxygen tank on his back, and he had to sit there and breathe knowing he was gonna die when his oxygen ran out. That's maybe the scariest thing I could ever imagine. That is so frightening that I don't know. That I don't even know.
Love you.
Saw the video of you eating the Jello powder. It was funny. Hope it tasted good.
This also begs the question, what do you mean by best? If you mean the nicest way to die, I think that would be by breathing in by slow graduation an amount of gas that isn't oxygen. So maybe CO2 or something, and you just fall asleep and you don't wake up. That could be the best way to die. If the best way to die for you is the nicest and least painful way to die.
You heard?
Oh, you
I heard
said
a definite no.
What? You don't like exercise?
And you don't like us? You're like, no!
But if the best way to die for you is to go down, like, fighting, that might be the way. Like, if I was a prisoner and I had the death sentence and I had to choose between, electric chair, or like, I don't know, lethal injection, firing squad, The gallows. I would probably not choose any of those things, but instead be sent to the arena. While I'm not a huge proponent of violence, I think if it came down to me and my choice, I wouldn't mind. In fact, I would probably enjoy a little bit being sent to a gladiatorial arena to fight for my life, by any means necessary. I don't care if I have to fight dragons, big, scary animals, people.
Now you're trying to make me out to the bad guy.
Right.
You can't make Kris out to be a bad guy.
Jen, I think you should stop being a
You just hit me, and you're telling me that you're not the bad guy. I don't think I can actually imagine myself killing people, but at the same time, I think there's something to be said for, like, adrenaline and the thrill of trying to keep yourself alive in a situation where other people are also trying to keep themselves alive by killing you. And when I say thrill, I don't necessarily mean that it's fun, but I do mean that there's definitely some sort of rush involved. I think that fear is also the same fear that would drive us to watch a scary movie or to go walking through a haunted house, is sort of intoxicating in a weirdly good way. And even if you're not fighting for your life, but if you're fighting for, say, the proof of your innocence, which I think is maybe kind of silly, but suppose that was the case. If you win the fight, then you must be innocent, and if you lose the fight, then, well, you're dead. You go down believing that you're innocent and having other people at least thinking that, well, he fought the good fight, so he must have thought that he was innocent at least. But Nick, all things considered, I think the best way to die is to die fulfilled. What do you think is the best way to die? I like your honesty when you say that winning makes you feel good. I think a lot of people shy away from that because they believe that humility is sort of a golden trait. I believe that humility is important, but I don't think that it's the most important. In a lot of cases, honesty trumps humility. So for you to say that, I think you're smart and good. You look like Jeezum Crow right now, because the light is making a lens flare right by your face. Nick, from you today, I'd like to hear two things. Number one, why in the world do you not have a pumpkin still? I am my love's, and he is mine, who browses among the pumpkins. And number two, if you could travel through time and space, what are your top 3 when and wheres that you would travel to? And of course, why? Nick, I'm sorry this video is so long, and I'll see you tomorrow.